Journal Part 1. Well, good day.
Hey Vic, hi. Been sitting here with all my friends. Hey Karen, how you going? Hey Jan. Oh, hang on a minute. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jan. Happy birthday to you. Do you think I'll make a singer? Or should I not give up my day job? Hi Kerry, hi Rhonda, hi Veronica, how you going? Everyone's too scared to comment on my singing. We're going well, Rhonda, thank you. I've been practicing since I found out it was your birthday, Jan. So how's everyone been? I don't know where these weeks go. It's just like from one Friday to the next. It feels like there's nothing in between. Thanks, Veronica. You're too kind. So tonight I'm going to be playing around with one of these accordion booklets from, so I've got accordion album, they're called. So I have had a restock of these because I sold out of them pretty quickly the last time I showed them. Oh, good on you, Kerry. I have still yet to have my first one. I'm on the waiting list. I think I need to chase up a doctor or something. Rachel, how you going? You are here. How you going? Sorry, I just had to pick myself up off the floor. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Hey, Caroline, how you going? Babe, is that the cat wants to come in?
Seems like something's beat the crap out of it. There, look. Roland. Yeah.
Hi, Amanda, how you going? Okay, so yeah, tonight I'm going to be working on one of these. I've got all these ideas, but whether they actually come to fruition, I don't know. So I'm using one of these accordion albums from Uniquely Creative. I'll just show you. So I have done a little bit of prep because they come with these really bright photo corners. I've just popped mine to the side. I don't really think that I will utilise those. But I've taken the leather strap out of mine because I've decided that I wanted to prep it a bit before tonight. Now, I love craft cardstock, but I wanted to, most of this is probably going to be covered over, but I just wanted to have, I mean, I just had a little bit of play around waiting for tonight, just so that some of that shows. It just looks so much better, I think, with something on the underside. Oh, no worries, Carol Ann. I'll have a read later. Yeah, so that's what I've done. I've prepped them, but that's what they come like. They look like that. And on the inside, oh, they're absolutely huge. They just have like the plain craft colour cardstock on the inside, and it's really sturdy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides, and then it flips over the other side as well. So I've taken, as I said, I've taken my leather strap off because I actually did a little bit of prep work before tonight, and you can see the difference. It's funny though, the colours, I didn't really think about it too much. The colours of ink and paint that you use changes because it's a craft colour. So that's what it looked like before, and that's what it looks like now. So yes, they're back in stock if you are wanting any. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read the messages and the comments. So as I said, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I do know that I am using some products that are in the shop. Now, these have very limited supply in the shop if anyone's interested in getting some. So I've got 2 there. 49er Market Vintage Artistry, and this one is Remnants. So and they both come, I think I'm going to be using this one more so, but I'll use bits and pieces out of this one as well. So they've come with papers, double-sided papers, but they have this amazing die cut sheet in the back. I'm just going to grab it out and show you. So this is the die cut sheet. They all pop out. No fussy cutting. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful, Vicky? Yeah, I've got, as I said, very limited supply of these. I'm hoping that I can get some, and they come in, I know these come in very different colours because I'll show you what else I'm going to use. And just the fact that we don't have to fussy cut them. I do love fussy cutting, but sometimes it's nice just to have it done for you. So they have, and this one has these darker die cuts in them. Veronica, yes, I'm hoping that I have put an order in, and I'm hoping that I should get them mid to late next week. I'll have them back in stock. And this is the die cut sheet out of this one, Remnants, a mini paper collection by 49er Market. Look at that. They just pop out so easy. Isn't that stunning? So that's one side, and then this is the other. Just beautiful. And these are all like this pops out. I don't want to pop it out because I'll lose it, but that's all individual, like chicken wire. Looks like chicken wire. So that's what I'm going to use in this accordion album, and I think it's going to become quite huge because you can make it as big as you like. So depending, I mean, obviously it just depends on how many tucks and how many bits and pieces you want to add to it. So I may even add a different tie by the time I get finished with it. we'll see what happens. So also what I'm going to use is, I'm going to pop these out of the way. I have a lot of people that say to me, you know, they don't have a sewing machine and they can't, you know, can't do sewing. That's all right, Veronica, you can shout at me. That's the only way you can get me to hear anyway, because I'm deaf in one ear. Hi, Cheryl, how you going? How was work, your first week back? So I've got these rub-ons, roughly sewn rub-ons from 49er Market as well. So we have black ones, and they have like stitched hearts and shapes there as well. And they also come in white. And they're the same as the black ones, just you can see them better. That's what you get in the pack. So I thought I might utilise some of those. I'm also going to do real sewing, but I thought I might utilise some of those. I love rub-ons. I've still got rub-ons from like 15 years ago. We were always told it was rude too, Veronica, but it's okay. We all understand here. So this beautiful 49er Market rub-ons in Sky, and then I also have in the shop the coral rub-ons as well. So these are just stunning, and they've got all these in there as well. Aren't they gorgeous? And $12.50. What a bargain. So I had to have them for myself. Now, I've also got these that I'm going to be using tonight. So we've got Ephemera Stacks. They come in colours Sky, Coral, Sage and Natural. And they've got all different little bits and pieces. Sorry for the crackling. All different ephemera pieces. I'll open one and show you. I've had this one open. That's what this one came out of here. That's good job. Maybe just needed the break, Cheryl. So this is what you get in your ephemera stack. So lots of different, and it's really good weight card as well. So just to give you a little bit of an idea. So these pop out, so many different bits and pieces. So I'm just quickly showing you. It's like an envelope back, like the viewfinders. Gorgeous little doilies, tabs. So they're really nice as well. So my thought is, so I liked these two colours together. So these are pretty much my favourite colours, pink and teal. So it was sort of close enough to it. And then I grabbed out a couple of my distress inks that I have. So I thought Victorian Velvet went quite well. And this is probably a little bit greener, but it actually, it's not too bad when it comes onto the craft cardstock. And I've used Evergreen Bough, I think it is, like a tree. So that's what I've utilised here on the front. And a little bit of, where is it? Walnut stain. There. So I'm just going to start playing around. So I might actually, yeah, they are really lovely, aren't they, Jan? And then these as well. So we've got collage stacks. So similar sort of thing. So just, you know, random pieces. And as I said, once again, these are really sturdy card. So some really nice little bits and pieces. So these are just mainly, these ones here, well, they're a little bit lighter actually, for layering, I'm assuming. So it's interesting. Okay, all right. Well, we'll utilise some of those as well. And then these beautiful stitched frames. So the sewing's done for you. Okay, I must have a chat to you, Cheryl, and see what you're thinking of doing. It sounds exciting. So that's what I am planning on doing tonight. Now we have had some other new stock arrive in the store, so I'm not sure. Do you want me just to start playing? Do you want me to show you them now and we can get on with the night, or I'll be guided by you guys? We needed to have cake tonight for Jan. It's Jan's, Jan's birthday today. So if anyone wants to know how I got this effect on here, I just used my ink pads and on a piece of show us now. Okay, I will. All right, before I start blabbing about this, I'll show you the new goodies. Some of the new goodies. I haven't got all the new goodies here. You'll have to go and have a look on the website because I actually did get a fair bit in this week. So so my Stampers Anonymous order came in. So the ladies that have back ordered field notes, stamp sets, I have contacted you all. If I've forgotten anybody and you haven't been contacted, can you please let me know, because there's only a couple more sets left there, but once again I will be reordering. I'm just really struggling to keep up with the demand for them. So these are some new stamps that I've got in. This is absolutely stunning. This is a Wendy Vecchi stamp, and I think I'm going to be getting more of hers in. I just wasn't sure of the quality and what they were like. So this is called Vintage Lace. So it's a red rubber stamp. That's off something else there. I don't know where that came from. That's a yeah, red rubber stamp, and it's, I think Stampers Anonymous actually make it, so I should have known that it would be good quality anyway. So start and have ad breaks. Okay. So yeah, that is really nice stamp, that one. It's got me stumped where that came from. I'll fix that up. Okay, so I've got some other Stampers Anonymous stamps in, restocks, as I said, field notes. I've filled the back orders on those, and there's a couple left in the shop. So I'm just trying to get the glare from off the plastic here. This is not a new one. I struggled to get many of Tim's new stamps. They're just in such high demand, and I think manufacturing is having trouble keeping up with them. So this one is called Classics number 13, and it's post related. It's got a journal stamp, which is good for us as well. It's nice to have a stamp that says journal. So that one's quite fun. This is just beautiful. Just Distress Damask. Damask. I don't know how to say it properly. So that one is a new one to us, or new one to Paper Inspirations anyway. This is an oldie but a goodie, ticket booth, and you can get a die set for this as well, but it wasn't available, so it's just all the tickets that you can stamp. Great for stamping on your scraps This is one of Tim's new ones, out of his new releases, the floral outlines. So it looks really, really dainty. But I did watch him stamp, so the etching is quite deep. So you're just going to get a really nice fine image. If you have a look on his... Cheryl, they didn't have them available when... dies to match the field note stamps. I didn't realise there was such a thing, Cheryl. I'll have to look into that. I thought you were talking about the tickets. I'll have a look into it for you. Yeah, so this is one of his new sets. Floral outlines. So it's quite nice as well. This is an oldie but a goodie. Documented. Of field notes, of course. Well, I'll show you. Oh, excuse you, James.
Excuse me.
In case people haven't seen it before, this is the best stamp set to have. It's just, you can just use it in so many projects. It's not funny. And correspondence. I've had this one in before as well, and it's another amazing stamp set to have in your stash. So that's the Stampers Anonymous stamps, okay? So here we'll just have a little bit of an ad break while I have a drink. Jim singing in the break. Yeah, Cheryl, I'm not sure that they do. I'll have a look into it. They well could do, but I'm not. I haven't seen them, but that doesn't mean that they're not out there. So that's Stampers Anonymous. As I said, I've got quite a few restocks and new items in. I don't have all of them here with me now. There was just too many. So I do have, the Accordian albums, they've come in. I do have some of the flowers from Uniquely Creative, and these are really lovely. They're actually not too bulky, which was nice. I was a little bit wary of getting them. So you can see, I don't know whether you can see, I'm a bit delayed here, so you can see there's not much thickness to them at all. So there's, what are they called? Dusty Blue, I think. Dusty Blue, White, so these would be good to dye. Dusty Purple, I thought of you, Kerry, when I saw those. Dusty Teal and Dusty Pink. So I'm keeping these aside to go with this album as well. I thought that they may actually fit in there as well. I've got the storage pockets in stock. Hey Kerry, how you going? Kelly, sorry. I don't know why I called you Kerry. Got the K right. So these are great to store your dies or little bits and pieces of ephemera. I have actually started storing my dies in them, and I've just labelled them with a label maker. So this is another new die that I've got in. It's absolutely beautiful. The only thing I would say is if you're cutting it out of fairly heavyweight cardstock, you'll have to run it through your Big Shot about 3 times. And then there's a lot of weeding to do because it's got all these little pieces, but well worth the effect that it gives you. So that one's called the Trellis, I think. Imperial Trellis texture die. So that's a newbie. I'll show you these ones. These ones, I've used all these. So the folding envelope die, which is another good one to have. So it just cuts it out and then it folds up to this beautiful tiny little envelope, and it sort of folds down for some hidden journaling. So that's what that looks like. I'll cut some of them out tonight because I'm thinking I might like to use those in this accordion folder as well. And this is really good, fairly decent sized envelope for our journals without it being too big. So it just cuts it out and you just fold it up, glue it together, and you have an envelope. really easy to use. So these storage envelopes are really a good sturdy plastic as well. And you get, how many did you get? 5 pockets in a packet. Okay, that's that. I've got some tab dies, file folder dies with the tab there as well. This one is the mosaic texture die. So I haven't used it yet, so I'm keen to use that. And I'm thinking, I've got this one in the shop as well, Doily Elements die. I'm thinking that I want to use this to sort of soften this album up a bit as well. Wow, that's very inventive, Kelly. Oh, you won't look back if you get yourself a big shot or something. They're amazing. I've got a silhouette. I think I've said this before. I've got a silhouette and it sits on a shelf, and I tend to use my Sizzix machine, big shot machine all the time. Okay, so I am going to just have a little bit of a play around and see what I can come up with. I want to put lots of different flips and tucks and that sort of thing in this. Oh, that's what I was going to say too. So I haven't done the other side of this yet, so it's all still plain, but I just wanted one side done so that I could start working on it tonight. So all I did was I put my ink on some plastic or your craft sheet that you have, spritzed it with a few sprays of water, and I just used a brayer. Just excuse my brayer, it's got glue and all sorts stuck on it, so it adds extra texture. And I just lightly rolled it on each page. I did find that sometimes I had to sort of pick it up and just put my hand underneath and just roll it lightly, otherwise it just left big lines. So I did that with these two colors. So I did the evergreen bow first, and then I did the Victorian velvet, and then I flicked some gesso, watered down a little bit of gesso and flicked the white gesso over the top. And then on the front of the cover, I've just gone around, you can see, with a little bit of walnut stain, and I'll do that. I mean, I can't really do it on here, this page, but I'll do it around here as well. So that's what I'm thinking. And as I said earlier, most of it's probably going to be covered up. But what you do see, I wanted something on there other than just the plain craft. So I want to just maybe start working on something on the front, and I'm just going to, I will just put the the link to my shop, I'll pin it to the top. So I've just popped the shop link up the top there if anyone's interested. The brayer idea, Rhonda, is that what you mean? So I really loved this, these lace bits here, and that's what I was thinking with this die. I could incorporate some more of it throughout. They're not as hard to get out as I'm making it look. It's just I don't want to tear them. I really love these. So, I mean, I know these are bigger and a bit different, but I just thought if I can have that theme through, and I'll probably add some like fabric texture lace as well throughout. Thanks a lot, Rhonda. The brayer idea, I just never think to use my brayer because it's so disgusting as well. I use it when I do jelly printing. We should do that one Friday night as well. That's fun. See what different pages we can get. But I saw Marley's on Marley Designs, I think it is, Marly Designs. She does it beautifully. I can't ever get the same effect that she does, but I originally saw it there. Okay. I'm just going to stick a few bits down, and if I don't end up using them, it's okay. We'll use them throughout anyway. Oh, goo remover. Okay, I have to look for that. Goo remover. Diane, where do I get that from? Just trying to find that corner punch. Oh, Rhonda, I had a jelly plate ages ago, and I sold it in a garage sale because I didn't know what to do with it. And then I have a friend who does amazing artwork on canvases, and she had a jelly print one day. She lives on the Sunshine Coast. I was there and just watching her do different things, and also heavily inspired by Robin McClendon. She does amazing jelly prints. Love watching her. So I decided one day I'd just get it out and have a play. And oh, so much fun. Very messy, but so much fun. I can show you a few pages I've done if you like. Oh, that's just a mop-up sheet. We won't worry about that. I just used some different papers. This is just a painter's paper. And the thing is, I mean, I don't love that yet, but you can add to it. You can just keep adding layers and layers. So this is a little bit insipid as well. So I just tried some coffee dyed paper, and I'll add to that. I don't mind this one. I've done some used coffee dyed paper there as well. Okay, Diane, I'll have to have a look into it. Just- yeah, so I don't mind that one. This is another one I don't mind. So I've done this on a little bit stiffer cardstock. It's not overly heavy, but I think I'll probably add something more to that. I used a bit of metallic paint in this one. So I think that needs more as well. This is, I don't know what that is. That's just all sorts rubbed off onto a piece of mop-up paper. I tried to do, so Robin McClendon, she does like intuitive writing and just like making marks and all that sort of thing. I tried to do that, and I think that just looks like a huge mess. So I will add to that as well. So just another piece of painter's paper. I obviously like doing it on the coffee dye paper. Here's another one which I really do not like at all. Same thing, we can change that. This one I don't mind. I'm liking the way it's heading. And this was obviously just a mop-up of the last bits that were on there. I think you can see the circle there, so it's a mop-up of this one here. Mop-up of that one. Another one with a bit of metallic pattern. Was liking the metallic paint this day. I don't mind this one actually. Don't mind where that one's going. So these are just a few that I did. I quite like this one. I think I'd probably use that as a, cut that up for tag backgrounds and then collage on that and decorate. Actually, you know what? That might even go not too bad. I know it's not exactly the same colour, but I'm going to keep that out now and might make some tags out of that. So that's just a few that I've done. I've got more there, but just to give you an idea. So we might do that. So next week, I'm not really sure for the next live, whether it's going to be next Thursday night or next Friday night. Yes, Jan, Tracy does do some amazing stuff. I'm only a very newbie at it. So that's the first time I've sort of played, but I tell you what, I had so much fun. I'm probably thinking I might leave it until the weather gets a bit warmer and I can do it out. I've got like a deck. I can do it, put a big table out there and just go for it. Put a plastic cloth down and have a heap of fun. What was I saying? Oh, the live next week. I'm not sure whether it's going to be Thursday night or Friday night. We did have some friends coming, but unfortunately one of them's quite unwell at the moment. She's not sure whether she's coming. So I will...
keep you posted.
I'll have to keep you posted and let you know on the Facebook page, I think, as to what we're doing. But we can do that, or we can continue with this book. So I don't mind. So I'm just going to use some of these. As I said, I want to do some sewing with the sewing machine as well, but I just want to see how these actually rub off. If I can get into them. Thanks, Jan. This is how I prefer to do my rub-ons. I prefer to cut them out. Because I always tend to rub them on and rub them onto bits and pieces that I don't particularly want them on. Oh wow, they rub off really easily. No worries, Rhonda, I will. I need to write it down though because I'll forget. Just put it here. It's my little note sheet for the night. Enjoy your night, Jan, and I hope you've had a really lovely birthday. Go the Broncos, hey? Who are they playing?
Roosters.
Roosters. Ah. So they look quite cute actually. They are I thought they might be a little bit in your face, but they actually do look like stitching. What do you think? I love them. Very nice. What else am I going to do here? I'd like to add some fabric texture, I think, and then I'd like to also add, I want to make it very tactile. Oh, Kerry, I just looked up and I read that and I read nice buns. I'm like, thank you. They are nice rub-ons, not nice buns. Oh. So, I think I'm going to cut that out, but what am I going to cut it out of? I think I might need something a little bit darker. I did, honestly. I looked up and went, nice buns. Let's have a look here in this paperback. So this is really, it's gorgeous paper. What sort of show is this? I know. I thought it would start to get a little bit risque there. Beautiful. Okay. I think these are a little, I just want something a little bit darker, I think, coming out of the side of that. Look at the texture on this paper. You come here, Diane, you get all sorts going on. So, okay, I'm going to have a look in this one then. Wine and a fan. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to get my eyes checked, obviously. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is stunning. Wow. Oh, it's going to be hard to cut into these. Okay. Just wondering. It's either this one or this one. I think I'm going to cut into this one because I don't, but I love that side. think I'm going to cut into this here, because I mean, that's lovely, but I don't like that as much as I like this. I worry about myself sometimes. So I'm going to cut a couple of them because as I said, I'll utilize it through, because the book is just monstrous. Just trying to see the widest part of this. So I cut it 3 1/4 inches. Hi Diana, how you going? Not wanting to cut into it, Vic. Come on, you can do it. Just making a bit of room. So Diana, sorry, where are you from? As in, I mean Australia. Are you in Australia? I need some new cutting mats as well. These are really old. Look how used they are. So ladies, I have managed to update the random act of kindness list in our little group. So everybody that had put their name down should be on there if you wanted to check it out, and just make sure I've got your address correct as well. So everyone should be ready to start. Send some happy mail if you want to. So this is the Imperial Trellis die that I've got in the shop. It's absolutely beautiful. I've just got to do a bit of weeding with that. And then I'm just going to cut. So it works out perfectly. 3 1/4 inch I cut. And 3 1/4 inch wide, and you get 2 out of a 12-inch sheet. With not too much wastage. In Victoria, not in lockdown, Diana. That must feel good. Had a rough time down there, hey? Yeah, Kelly, I'll grab it. Just let me run this through and I'll find a link for you. I don't think you are. I haven't seen you in there. So we've had some really lovely shares of what people are making and what have you. So keep it up, ladies. It's just so lovely to see what you're all making. Some talented people. Okay, what's it? So you use one self-healing mat. Is that part of like from Sizex as well, Rhonda? I've had this thing for years and probably don't use it how it's supposed to be used, but and I know I've got a one of those roller things to weed it out with the mat, but do you think I know where it is? No. Oh, I'll just look for this, get this link up for Kelly. Just bear with me for a second. Where are we? Where is it? Oh, I love Daiso. Love that shop so much. It's lucky we don't have one here in Toowoomba. Be there all the time. So Kelly, that's the link to our Facebook group. You do just need to answer a couple of questions to get in there. So if you don't mind doing that. Yeah, the spiky brush thingy. That's right, Diana. That's exactly what it's called. Okay, so a little... Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'd never realised that you could do that. So do you put it on the side where... the sharp bit goes in, cuts in, obviously. My pleasure, Kelly. Well, taking James shopping tomorrow. He's so excited about it.
I'm a mule.
Yes, he's my mule. He's going to be carrying things. We're going to Kmart because I love those black baskets they have there. I'm hoping that wire baskets, and I use them in my shop. So I've run out of space and I need some more of those, and might find something else in there.
Whoopsie.
And then I'm looking for dark navy blue cardstock. And I can't, I mean, it's just so hard. I mean, I'm sure I can get it online, but I just thought I'd try and get it locally because I've got a video that I want to do, and I need some more of the really navy blue, dark, I think they called it midnight blue. So we're going to go to Kaisercraft. They're pretty hopeless here though, they don't have a lot. And then Vicky was really naughty and showed me some beautiful wrapping paper that they had, so I'm hoping to get some of that.
What?
And then I've forgotten what else was. Oh, self-healing mat. Got to get a little self-healing mat, Jim, for my big shot. So I've run that through 3 times, and that's actually coming out really easy. I have used it before and only run it through a couple of times, and it's so much harder to get out, but this is coming out so easy. If I had one of those brush thingies, yes, probably would come out, be done a lot quicker. But anyway, I find this quite therapeutic. A bit like fussy cutting. A different bee napkin, Kerry. That's another thing we're doing too, everyone. If you're interested in going into the napkin swap, if you go in and put your name down there, we need your name there by the 28th of August, and then we will pair you all up. We'll do it on a live stream, just so that you don't think we're doing favoritism or whatever to people. So we're just going to Vicky's going to have half the names and I'll have the other half, and those people will be paired up. So pop your name down for that as well. Just remembering too that we do have quite a few fairly new junk journalists in the group, so they're trying to build their stash. So if you can send, I mean, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to put any real rules. There's a few rules in the event if you have a look, but even if you could have enough napkins, and I know some of you won't, but just send one of, you know, one of each instead of 2 or 3 of the same one, just so that some of the newbies can build their stash. So I think we've done this before, but it'd be interesting to know how long low tack tape weeds easy. Okay. Vicky can be bribed. Send her a check in the mail, and she will happily be bribed. Oh, I never think to go there, Karen. Although I should, because I've driven past there the last couple of weeks with my client, and we always get the red light, and they've got a beautiful ladder full of amazing papers. So we might, they might not be open on Saturdays. We'll have to have a look.
Oh, staying.
I can go on my own.
Oh no, I'm not letting you out there by yourself. No way. God knows what you'll come back with.
Yeah, I'll just get one of the cheap self-healing mats from the cheap shop, I think. What are you getting, Diana, from Kmart tomorrow? What am I blaming? Who's blaming you for what, Vicky? Oh, okay. Oh, well, I might have to do the postal run next week instead of James.
What?
They've got new napkins in at Southtown.
No, they haven't.
They have, because Kerry just told me.
Oh.
Shoes, a heater, and some hoodies. Oh, a heater's a good one. Hey, we got the best heaters. Well, we think they're the best. They're like a tower. They're round. They're about this round on the bottom, and then they taper up. So they're probably about, I don't know, 1.20 meters high.
Yeah.
And it oscillates, or it like rotates, whatever. And it's got a high and a low setting. They are amazing. $49 at Bunnings we got them from, and we got 2. The best heaters. Oh yeah, yes, Vicky, it is your fault that we've got to go to K's Craft tomorrow.
Yes.
James will deal with you later.
I know where you live. We have ways of making you talk.
Yeah, they're $49, and I just thought, oh, they're going to be pretty, you know, ordinary, but and they're the fact that they're not bulky, so they can just sit in a corner when you're not using them. That's what I liked about them as well. But they were amazing, or they are amazing, and they don't use up too much power. Matt worked it out. I think he said it's got a timer on it as well, so a 5-hour timer. If you had it running for 5 hours, it's on the high setting. It's only $3 something for the 5 hours, which is pretty good. It's funny, isn't it, Kelly? I didn't realise how many I had too, and I've never really used them much. But after, I don't know, I obviously live under a huge big rock because Vicky last week said just use a glue stick, because I never use them because I think, oh, I've got to get the Mod Podge out and find my paint brushes and it makes a mess, and it's the best thing just using a glue stick. So I think I'll find that I'll use them more now. I'm probably boring you all sitting here weeding this, but it's quite relaxing. I'm scared of him now, Vicky. He scared me. Yeah, Diane, I'll yell out. I'm nearly done now, so you can't go to sleep. Oh, Cheryl, I love it. It's really, really nice. There. So I'm going to pop it on some cardstock or something, just so you can see it better. Isn't that nice? Really lovely. Okay. So now I've lost my packet for it. Here it is here. Okay, so oh, another thing. See, I like the darker bit under there. That's good. I think I've told you ladies about these before as well. So if you're going to Kmart, have a look for these. So these are 13. Oh, they're about 14 inches. 14 inches squared boxes. And they're 3 inches deep, and I love using them for different projects. So what I've got this one here because I'm going to put all my bits and pieces that I don't use or that I am using for this. I'm going to put them in there so they're all in one place, and they're only $6 from Kmart. So I always grab a couple when I'm there. I don't go there all that often, but because they're really handy, and you can just stack them all on top of one another. Kerry, they are in the, you know, where all the stickers, and they change them all the time. They're either in where all the craft supplies are, and you've got, sometimes they don't have them. Well, that's a good idea for your stencils, yeah. Sometimes they don't have them, so they're either in where the craft supplies, stickers and all that sort of thing are, or I found them one other time over where the next to where the photo printers are, where the cameras and photo paper, not photo paper, behind where the photo printers are anyway. So that's where I found them, and they're normally in so they're normally in with, there's these little containers which I love as well, and these are only like $2 each. So they're just good for little bits and pieces. So keep an eye out for them. They're really good value. particularly when, you know, some of them you can pay up to $25 for just one. So I am going to cut, let me just have a look. I like the curved side out, coming out the side, I think. I think I'm going to cut. You really know what I'm doing, can you tell? I don't know whether I like that or not. I might see you there, Cheryl. Don't mind it. It brings, this colour brings in this here. I think I'm just going to cut it. And this might not end well, but just because I can use this piece here rather than hide it all underneath. I can utilize this piece somewhere else. Oh, hi Mum. Mum's popped in to say hello. You got in here. Do you think that looks good, Mum? I'm struggling here a bit. I don't really know what I'm doing. How did I have it now? I actually think I want this to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to cut, now that I've done that, I'm going to cut this edge off. It doesn't matter if it's really rough because I'm going to rough up the edges. That's a bit better because I can see it more then. Okay. Yeah, let's all go to Kmart tomorrow.
What?
We're all going to Kmart. We could do a Zoom shopping trip to Kmart. Kerry, I love my little gadget that you gave me. Thank you very much. Everyone's saying hi to your mum. What's on at Kmart? These boxes. I've just shown everyone these boxes, Mum. So I was just saying I'm dragging Jim out to Kmart and Kaiser Craft tomorrow to get a couple of bits and pieces. And these boxes are $6. So we're all going to Kmart. Do you want some, Mum, if I go? I have told Jim he can stay home, Vicky, but he's worried about if he stays home I might get more things.
Slip and fall, slip and fall. It can happen at the darndest times.
My little bits and pieces do become lots of big bits and pieces, don't they? Hey, but you benefit from it. Okay, so I think I like that a little bit better because I can see this beautiful die cut a little bit more there now. So I'm just placing it. I'm not gluing anything down just at the moment. So I'm going to pop that in my box there because I will utilise that throughout. Let's see what else we've got here. He can steer you in a different direction. Hey Tanya, how you going? You working tonight? I really do like that there, so I think I'm going to just add a little bit of glue and stick that, just sort of to catch that so that I'm not moving it all the time. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue on the back of this. It is a bit like a party. I'm trying desperately to use it all up, but then I keep getting really nice stock in the shop, and then I want to keep it all. So I'm not gluing it to the front. I just wanted to just glue this little die cut piece on here. Oh, so you're starting at 9:30 again? I don't know how you do night shift. I'm just holding it up so that I can get a better look at it. Quite like that. Apologise if you can hear yelling and screaming. Maddie's playing one of his computer games, and obviously things aren't going so well. He's screaming and carrying on up there. No wonder you don't go like going shopping. Hi Yvonne. Oh, I hope you get a good rest. Hey Kathy, how you going? Kathy's in the house. How you going, my friend? I hear your sister's been pretty crook, hey? If anyone's wondering, Kathy's saying hello, old bag. Kathy has always called my mum the old bag, so it's a loving saying. Don't anyone get worried about it. It's just something. So she's always called my mum old bag, and my dad, he's passed away now, but she always called him Uncle Boobs. Old trout. All lovingly, though, I would imagine. She's just a stalker, Mum. Aren't you, Kath? Don't like that. Don't like that. Just trying out a few different options here. So I like that because it's a bit darker. I don't know that I'll necessarily leave it there, but what have we got on here? I really don't need to overdo it though, do I? Less is more sometimes. What do you all think? I am actually quite enjoying that because I can see some of this that I've done underneath there, so I keep it quite natural. I did want to bring some of the blue in if I could, but no. They're just so inconsiderate, aren't they, Veronica? Yeah, poor Sandy. Yeah, I was talking to her today over Messenger. Thanks, Diana. Have a good night. Everyone likes looking at my buns. Oh, I'm not going to live that down, am I? Yeah, no. I think I'm just going to, I think you're right, Vicky. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, I'm going to add some glue and I'm actually going to stick this down. And then we're going to call the cover pretty much done. We can always come and revisit it anyway. It's like Katie's actually gone to Mum's tonight, and when she left this afternoon, she said, "I'll ring you." I went, "No, you won't. You're not ringing me. I'm doing a live." After that disastrous night we had that night that she rang, and it cut us off, and we couldn't get it set up again. Poor thing. I mean, I've only just seen her at what, 4:30 or something like that, and she's wanting to ring me. It's the only thing, this is very intricate piece to sort of glue down. And hear Maddie laughing. Oh wow. I'm just going to dot it over this here. I'm just adding probably more glue than what I would normally would, but it's on the cover, so it's going to be probably knocked around a little bit more than the inside pages. So I just want to make sure that it's going to stay stuck down. All these things that I'm hearing about today. Get a glue pad like your ink pad. Isn't he loud? He's all the way upstairs, although his room's right above where I'm sitting, so that probably doesn't help either. It's just like, Maddie's really into it, Vicky said. He is, he gets into it. Oh, well, we'll just wait a second. I'll be making some pockets. I thought I'd leave the pockets for the inside, Mum. There's going to be pockets and flips and all sorts. Vicky got her little, oh, actually it's not little, got her gift today, Mum. So her few pockets. Okay, sort of like, is it like the pads that, you know, when you put your, what am I trying to say? Hang on, I'll just glue this down. When you, to put your stamps on your letters, you know how you put, they've got the gummed back and then you stick it in the water. So something like that, but it's got glue in it. I'm just making sure that this sticks down really well, because I particularly don't want this to be torn. Oh, it's on crooked, isn't it? Oh well, it'll do. It's on crooked. So I'm going to leave his wings up a bit. I'll probably end up gluing them down, I think, because they're just going to get wrecked, aren't they? But I'll leave them up for now. I've got a, yes, Veronica, thank you. I've got a 3-part video coming up, and I'll upload the first one tomorrow. So if you want to, the first one is the construction of how I put it together. It's really easy. It's just, yeah, there's not a lot to it. I was inspired by Lynn at Pretty Papercraft 67. So I'll put all that in the video though. So yeah, the first one will be up tomorrow sometime. Probably after we've been shopping.
Yay!
Just gotta put a bit of pressure on that and let that stick down for a second. Have a drink. Coffee would be really lovely right about now.
Oh hell yeah! Where's Vicky? It's her turn.
Did you hear that, Vic? She's ignoring you.
Oh. So just a normal day for me, eh?
Mm-hmm. So I missed a whole bit here. So I'm glad now that I went through and did the colouring, because I just think just seeing that little peak of that colouring, it just looks, gives it a little another dimension, doesn't it? And I'm leaving his wings, as I said, I'm leaving his wings flapping at the moment, but we'll see. Might end up sticking it down, we'll see. And now I want to add a few little bits of stitching, so I'm going to use some of those rub-ons again. Oh, Jim drinks Pepsi Max. He loves it. I can't stand the stuff. It's poison.
Poison.
Vicky doesn't drink coffee. She only has...
Tea.
Oh, night, Mum. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good sleep. Hope that girl doesn't wake you up in the morning. I'm just going to put a little bit, maybe just a tiny little bit here. Let's put it there. I really love those rub-ons, they're great. So that's a front cover, we'll call it done for now. It's completely different to what I had in my head, but I think I'm really quite happy with it. It's quite simple, but nice. All right, so we're going to head in here. I'm just going to open up this. So this craft is different to the, would have been nice if it was the same color all the way through, but that's okay. I can work with that. Hi Kim, how you going? Thanks for joining us. What time is it in South Africa at the moment? Okay, so inside I do want to add you know, pockets and flips and all that sort of thing, because that's, I'm really enjoying all that interactive pieces, particularly at the moment. I always have, my journals always feature that sort of thing. So I'm so sorry, I'm just trying to find, I did have an envelope that I had was torn from my coffee dyeing, and then I sort of just trimmed it down and then sewed it back up, and then realized that it would fit in here. So I'm just thinking that I would like to add a couple of envelopes here and there. So I'm just wondering if I was to glue that down. So this fits almost perfectly. If I glue this down. So I'm just trying to think. I think I will decorate some of this though. Have this as a tuck. So you might think it's, you know, like a waste of having done all this, but I mean, it didn't really take much to do this, and I just wasn't sure how I was going to decorate it. 12:30 in the morning, Kim. Can't sleep. Yeah, so I just thought I just wanted some bits and pieces showing. So I'm thinking that I would like to add at least a couple of envelopes throughout. Now that's not going to impede how it opens, is it? Let me just get my head around all this. So if it's tucked there, so if we opened it, it's going to look like that. So if we open if we open the cover and we were to open here, that would come out like that. And then you open that and that would be there. So that will work. Okay. So what I want to do then is I want to decorate this page first, so that then I can glue this down and have it as a tuck. So maybe even if I just cover it with, maybe not cover it all, but do some of the papers out of this paper range. I absolutely love this. I'm getting away a little bit away from the colour range that I was thinking, but I guess they've got all those neutral tones, so they all sort of blend in together. Where's the rest of my paper? I haven't even been going that long and I've got myself in a big mess already. have a look. I've got those rub-ons there as well. Probably could have used some of that on the cover. Okay, no, I won't. Okay, I'm going to put them there so I remember to use them because I love them. So who took all my paper? I can't find my paper.
It was your mum.
Oh, it's here. Here it is. She's gone. You can't blame her.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Yeah. So I want to decorate this page here. It's a little bit awkward to open and work on. Oh, look at that. Even that's beautiful, the packaging, isn't it? See, now I'm thinking. Okay, my mind's just racing there for a minute. James took it, yeah, probably.
Ah, come on.
Probably did.
What would I do with it?
Burn it, probably.
That's sacrilege.
No. Night, Karen. Yeah, well, hopefully I get a little bit more time. In the way I'm fiddling and carrying around and carrying on, there probably won't be too much more to see, to be honest. But thanks for popping in. I'll talk to you soon. See, now I'm thinking. Sorry guys, I'm just going quiet because I'm just having a little bit of a think of what I want to do and how I want to make this interactive. So I'm just wondering whether to... No, that's not going to work. I was wondering whether to add another flip out on this, but then I can't glue. No, that's not going to work. So I do need to actually either tuck that in there and cover it completely, or decorate this part of the page and have this as a tuck, which is what I think I'll do. I think I'm going to do that, and I'm leaving a little bit of a border because I want for some of that speckly colouring to come through. I'm just thinking I want to start bringing in some of this other colouring. So I'm going to have all these packs all messed up before too long. So I'm just wondering whether to, because this has got like a sagey green colouring to it. But then it seems a shame because it hides that. That there. Don't want that either. So they must all have one of those in them. Okay. Now, let's have a look at the pink, the coral pack. Just love the packaging. It's definitely going to be using the packaging in something. Okay, maybe this will work a bit better. That works a bit better because you can see those images there. That. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? As I said, guys, I'm just having a bit of a play around, and I'm not sure how far I'll get, but I'm just really enjoying all these tucks. And so what I'm just having a look. So this is going to be glued down here and here, and this is going to be a tuck with bits and pieces in it. So I do love that doily, but it really doesn't go there. I'm just sort of trying to have a bit of a look and see. It's hard to visualize, isn't it? I don't mind that if I cut that down. So if I cut it down, so I'm just going to cut it down here. And then that's bringing in a bit of that colouring that I'm wanting. That's James now in the dishwasher. It's mad. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what is going on up there now. I'm so sorry. So much noise. Okay, I quite like that. I do just need to, so I can probably cut this off here and utilise that, because that's going to be hidden under the tuck. The colour on the screen is so much darker than what this is. The backing is as well, just to let you know. So what do you think? I quite like that. It's a bit of layering, so I don't want too much bulk here, because I'll make cards or tags or something to go in this pocket here. So just wanted a little bit of something. So I'm going to distress the edges there, if I can find my U-Butte tool that Kerry gave me. So I only really need to go from here. And I don't need to do here because that's going to go underneath. You like it with just the top paper, Vicky? What? And then the bit underneath here. Okay, well let's do this and we'll see what happens. See, I just feel that it looks more finished with that underneath. That's just me, so we're not going to have an argument about it. But just let me do this, just humour me for a minute. It here. Okay. Let me have a look. That's Jim packing the dishwasher. It's like he's in a mood when he does the kitchen. He bangs and clangs and carries on. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so help me out here, guys. It's either something like that, and this is going to be a tuck, so that'll be glued down and we'll be able to get some cards or tags in there. So the two papers, or just something like that. And I could even, if I do that, I could bring in, for a bit more texture, even something like this, or a little bit of this poking out from underneath, or a little bit of this maybe. So do you think I need to add, so you like that, just the top paper and the tuck? Yep. See, I just feel like it needs something. So what I am going to add something. I can see what you're saying. Yes, it looks nice and you see the background. But okay, I'm just trying to get another one of these die cut lace pieces. Have a little bit of a look. I mean, obviously it's a bit hard because what I was thinking is could have a little bit of this peeking out or something. Am I overthinking it? Add the teal butterfly. Oh no, I don't know what to do now. So I could have that sticking out from underneath here. I'll be putting tags or cards into the tuck. So I didn't want anything, like I didn't want heaps of layers here because it's going to be covered, but I wanted it to be pretty when there's nothing in the tuck. We'll put the paper in the middle. No, I don't like the paper in the middle. Sorry, Veronica. Or, hang on a minute. There's my bits here. No? Why are you sorry, Vicky? Add something teal, yeah. Now I don't know what to do. Now I don't know what to do. Okay. No, that's a definite no. Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, thanks, babe. Thank you. For confuse me. Okay, so it needs so let me just have a look. Now I'm going to having a little bit of a think here. How do you get into this thing? Not very easily. Look at the lace trim under the top layer. It looked like it belonged. That dye looked okay there. Okay, so let's just clarify. Now, where's the piece gone? Oh God, I'm myself in a huge mess here. So we've got some lace trim. So obviously it's not going to fit properly. So we can go something like that. Like that, or so that's number one. Or we can go, where's my other piece? Something like that. We could trim that off and just have that like that. See, I don't mind that either. So that's number two. 1, 2. And then I thought I wanted to maybe add a little bit of teal or a bit of colour. I'm just thinking. Okay, so Veronica's. Okay, we're going to have a vote here. So yes to which one, Rachel? 1 or 2? So Vicky said yes to the lace. Veronica said yes to the dye. So Vicky's number 1. We've got 2 on number 2. 1 with teal. Now I'm really confused. This one, no. Like 2, so you can cut that dye in a colour, okay. Or so we've got these. So just, as I said, just humour me again for a minute. So this is going to have a white background on it, but I was thinking like rub this on and have that. No, I don't think I like that. guess. Mine's the last decision, I guess. Hey, add proper lace. I don't want to put fabric lace just here, Rach. I'll probably put some lace or something on here because I'm gonna, this is a tuck, so I'm gonna have oh, sorry about that. I'm going to have things coming in and out, and I think it might get a bit stuck. Okay, I think this one, I do like that, but I think it's too in your face. I'm just going back for a look. So see, if I add this one, you can still, it still adds a little bit there. The only thing too with that one is it's going to, if it's not glued down properly, it's going to cause issues, isn't it? Okay, well, guys, yeah, okay, cool. My best friend of 53 years has said number 2, so I'm going to go with that. Thanks, Kath. Not that I don't value everyone else's opinions, but Kath doesn't say much when she's in these lives, so I do quite like that. I love the texture, and you can still see that background. All right. $7 for the dye. Yeah, 4 for the lace and 1 for the rub-on. Excellent. This is what we're going with, guys. We're going to go with the dye. Thank you, everybody. And thanks, Kath.
Now you make her feel important.
She is important. So, just need to work out where this is going to sit. Oh, trying to move it. Trying to get in there without sticking my head in there to see where it's going to sit. So I'm going to glue this one down and just leave this bottom bit open so I can tuck that in. And now I figured how I had it this way, didn't I? Like that. Yeah, I think I like that. Hi Eleanor, how are you going? I'll have to listen to my best friend of 53 years, don't I, Tanya? Okay, so I am going to glue this down all except this last little bit so I can tuck that dye in underneath there. Eleanor, I got your message too. I just haven't confirmed dates yet, so I'll be in touch with you and let you know for the next lot of workshops. This is, I just need to put my glasses on. They get into it, don't they? With their toys, tearing them up and chewing them to bits. This is the only thing about this thing, it's so intricate. It's making sure you get enough glue on to catch all those little bits and pieces. Night, Tanya, have a good shift. Because time just gets away, doesn't it? It's 9 o'clock nearly. Okay, I think I've got it covered enough there. I'm just got to make sure I get the right. Just got to lift that again. I've put too much glue on the other side. Just lifting that up a bit to tuck that under, and bring that over. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to get it. I don't have a sponge. I'll have to make sure I'll have to make sure I get one and have it handy. He's ripped it to bits, has he, Eleanor? Gorgeous tiny little thing. He's probably growling like he's a huge Rottweiler or something as well while he was tearing it to bits. Can only imagine. Night, Cheryl. Rest up. Okay, so I think that was a good decision. I quite like that. So you can still see all the background, but it's just got a nice little bit of texture there. So that's really good. Okay, so I am going to, I'm happy with that because if I glue that down, I can still work on this page here. So I'm going to glue that down. Yes, with glue would be good. So I'm going to put a bead of glue down here. And I'm going to do it above about 1/4 of an inch. Oops, above there. And then down here. So that all glues down nicely. Isn't that nice? And I'll probably, I don't know, I'll put something on here. I'm not going to go full on. I want to get the bases done and the flips done and work out, and then I can always come back and add. I mean, that coffee dyeing is really lovely as it is. So, you know, when you're opening, going through this and then you're opening, I don't want it to be too much. So, you know, I may end up finding that I will leave that with nothing else on it. But I'm really happy with that. Thank you so much for your input there. Now I am going to just have a little bit of a look. No, I just thought I really want to add a little bit of something, a bit of colour or something, maybe just a splotch, maybe just a few of those splotches. What do we got? We've got some bluey colour.
What's wrong with
Not
those,
Amanda.
those light blue ones, the circle ones up above in the top left corner?
these.
Napkins, sort of, they are.
This doily.
Yeah.
No, they're too. It's too like a two in your face. I just want something like a little bit of something. Let me just have a look what we've got here. Even a bit of the stitching rub-ons maybe. Even something maybe like that. I just love these rub-ons, just love them. Get in here and have a look. Okay. I don't know. I'm just going to add a little bit of teal stitching. You're probably not even going to really see it. I think it might get lost. But as I said, I can always come back and add more later on. See, I don't think you're even going to really see this. Probably needs to be the black stitching. I can't even see it to put it on. I'm committed now, so I'll have to do it. Yeah, you can't even really see it. There's a hint of colour there. Anyway, we can come back and do something on that. So what I might do is go back to this page here. So that's the cover. And when we go back in here and then we'll open up, we'll see this. So I think I'm going to do a collage or something on there. And then we can add some journaling cards and that there. So that's stuck down really nicely. So I'm going to do something here. Okay. Let's have a think about this. Okay, so I'm just playing around. Wanting to add, so I'd like to have some sort of pocket or something in here as well. So this all can be trimmed down as well. If need be. Oh, hi Mary. So that's hot, isn't it? 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I would imagine that that is going to be quite a warm day for you. Okay, I'm tending to, I think I might just have some of the teal and that just as, just a few feature colours maybe. So once again, I've got the torn bottom here. Maybe I can do it this way. Just thinking maybe I might use this as a top loading pocket. So we could go
It's just over 37.
37 degrees. That's hot. Yeah. Yeah, Veronica, it's, I can imagine. Hey, Graham. I was just thinking that myself. I might have to excuse myself shortly. Did you finish your shed? I'm not even on screen properly. So I'm just placing a few bits and pieces down here, and I'm just going to have a bit of a play and see what I can come up with. Actually, I really like this. Hey Monica, how you going? Yeah, what's the top that it gets to, Veronica, in winter? Oh, tomorrow morning your delivery comes. Ooh, ooh, how exciting. Graham gets his new toy tomorrow, Jim.
Oh, cool.
We know where to find you tomorrow. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just fiddling, trying to work out what I like and what I don't like. So I'm thinking that I'm going to add this as a top loading pocket. Then I can collage on this. Now you're going to see the background there a bit, but I might add a bit of lace as well. Crawl under a rock, yeah, make sure it's one that where it's had a bit of water running over it, Mary, by the sounds of it. Oh, minus, so 0 degrees, Kim. We've had some really cold days, but I tell you what, winter hasn't really been that harsh this year, I don't think. I don't like that. That's a bit too plain. That's very probably a bit too green, maybe. Now that that's on there. So, what is the date today? The 13th?
13th.
Yeah. Also, not far until your birthday, Monica. I don't like that. Get rid of that. And that, yes. No, don't like that. Friday the 13th. It is too.
No.
Oh, that's just clicked. Gee, I'm quick. Wow. I'm fast, aren't I, hey? Picking up on these things. And you're on the 24th, Veronica. Wow.
All happening in night.
All these birthdays. Need to put a birthday list on the group, don't I? I'm just writing myself a few notes here. They do, Mary. So Queensland is, or upper North Queensland is North and Northern Territory, and out west are really quite warm.
Cold at nights.
Cold at nights, but summer is just shocking in those places. The humidity, I think, is a real killer. Well, there you go. I didn't leave the house today either, Veronica, but I didn't even really realise that it was Friday the 13th. I'm just having some of my coffee while I have a bit of a think what I'm going to do here. Oh, I hope it all goes well, Mary. Hope it's nothing too drastic. Hi, Brenda. How are you? You in here? It's 24 degrees. Oh, hot and muggy. Horrible. And where are you, Brenda? I hope you've got aircon, Veronica. Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, sounds really hot and horrible. I don't think I'd cope. Oh, well, I hope it all goes well, Mary, and that's the thing, isn't it? You have to take the appointments when they become available now. Everything's so uncertain. You know which way is up and which is down on this thing. No. Okay, so I am not sure what I'm doing here at the moment. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Although I just do not cope with the heat at all. I don't know how you guys, with tornadoes and hurricanes and that, that would just be so scary. So like when you get like the warnings, where do you go? Where do you hide? You might want water, babe. Do you want water or food? I get so cranky when it's hot. I'm just not a nice person to be around. In the basement, Mary? Okay. Yeah. Monica. Is that what he wanted? Love my accent. I hate hearing my own voice. Monica Galgani. Is that how you say it? Yeah, it's just, it's not nice feeling, is it, to be extra overheated. That was good English, wasn't it? Over hot. We're buffering now. Are you buffering there, James?
I'm still good.
It's good? Okay. Oh yeah, there you go, Monica. Hope hubby's happy with that.
Tornadoes in the spring.
Okay.
Boom, boom, stop it.
For making this journal, Mary, the fold out one you mean? It's actually something that I have in the shop. It comes pre-made. I'll just show you.
But plain.
So I'm just trying to get rid of these ugly corner stickers. I think they're ugly anyway. So this is how it comes. It's got this leather. I've taken the leather tie off at the moment just so that I can work in it. So I'll just show you quickly. That's, oh, hang on a minute. So that's the front cover that I've done. And that's what it was like. So I've prepped the pages prior to tonight like this with a couple of different inks and some gesso that I've splattered over there. And then that's the insides, what they look like prior. No, I didn't make them, Mary. They're an Australian company manufactures them. I do have my website linked to the top of the comments. You can find them on there. I do know that postage is pretty horrendous cost-wise to go international, but I always refund any postage overages. So you might get charged a bit more, but I will refund anything that it doesn't cost me. I don't ever keep any excess for that. So oh, good. I'm glad I made him smile. What's your husband's name, Monica? Postage is insane, and the cost is insane, and the time frame is insane again at the moment, isn't it? Patrick McFarland. There you go.
That's Irish.
He is Irish. Okay. I'm really not getting much done, but I really do enjoy catching up with you all, so I hope you don't mind me just stopping and having a chat every now and again. I'm really struggling here at the moment. I think I'm just trying a little bit too hard. I think this is way too dark. Yeah. I'm just seeing what else we've got here.
About one of those roses, the cards, love. The pidgey cards.
No, it doesn't really go.
Like a fern or a...
So Jim's suggesting that, I'm just moving some of this mess out of the way. So this is another thing that I'm going to blame Vicky for. I'm getting the blame tonight for everything, Vicky. So look what else turned up yesterday. These box of 100 postcards. I got the botanicals and the roses. If I can get it. Yeah, it does, Mary, I understand, totally. So these turned up yesterday and they are absolutely stunning. So I'm going to be sending some of these out in Happy Mail. So if you aren't in our Facebook group, you might like to pop your name down there. You might be lucky enough to get some of these in Happy Mail. I'm not going to show you all, but because I think they're all 100 different ones. I don't think they repeat, so I'm just going to show you a few, and they're really good quality. I've got a couple out of this that I don't particularly like this one too much, so I'm going to see how they come up when I coffee dye them. But they're actual postcards, so you could send them in the mail quite reasonably. Pardon?
You're going to try and copy dye them?
I'm going to try and coffee dye them, I just said that. Aren't they beautiful, Mary? They're just absolutely amazing.
There you go. That one.
What? This one?
No,
What?
back one.
Huh? This one?
No, back one.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, don't worry.
That one?
No.
They don't really go in this album.
There you
go. You must be behind a bit. That one, you mean the yellow one?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, I don't think they really go though.
Okay.
In this, thank you for your
What would I know?
input.
I'm a male.
So Rhonda, this is Vicky's fault. So she put us onto this last week. Fishpond.com.au. Oh, Monica, I might send you a couple in the mail. Fishpond.com.au, and if you put in the search bar postcards, and you'll get a whole multitude of different options. So you could just put roses, rose postcards, or botanical postcards if you like these in particular. So fishpond.com.au, and they're really great quality, and they're just absolutely stunning. I love the roses. I'm saving the best to last. So this is, I'm just showing you a few of these. There's so many.
Oh, nice.
They're just, I just love them. Absolutely love them. So thank you so much, Vicky, for putting us onto these. So yummy. Look at that. It's beautiful. So that's the botanical set. And they come in this great sturdy box that you could always reuse too, for something. So that's the botanical set. I'm just going to pop them out of the way. And this is the roses. These are my favourite. Whoops. These are just, I won't show you all these either. There's just so many. They're just stunning.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at it. It's just... Oh. I just love them.
Oh, nice.
Jim's seeing them for the first time. You can hear the... Look at that one. You hear the commentary in the background there. Look at these. They're just... They're just amazing. Hey, babe, we could go and do a little bit of op shopping tomorrow too.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You gotta make the choice, Kmart or op shop. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Kmart,
nice.
and then I'll drop you home and I'll go op shopping myself.
Oh.
So these are just beautiful. As I said, I'm not showing you them all because there's just, well, there's 100 in each pack, but you get the idea. They're absolutely stunning. And they were under $30 per box. 20, I can't remember. I think with postage it cost me $54 altogether. $52 I think altogether. So,
Well worth it.
sorry?
Well worth it.
Well worth it, yeah.
In the box.
And yeah, I mean, you've got a nice box to keep them in and utilise after. So check that out, fishpond.com.au. They are just stunning. I did get some, I don't know where they are. Well, I probably do. They're over in the cabinet over there. Some other ones from one of the bookshops.
Edith Holden book.
Yeah, they're a bit like hen's teeth now, Kerry. And when you do find one, they're just priced out of most people's price range. So, just writing myself. I'm just thinking of a couple of things here. Okay, so, yeah, they're beautiful, Brenda. Check them out. Ladies, I just need to duck off to the loo. So now that Vicky's back, I might just do that. So just chat amongst yourselves and I won't be long.
Oh, Vicky also got a bird pack.
Oh, I looked at those. I'm back. Oh, Rhonda, I've seen some Edith Holden books. I used to get my Edith Holden books from World of Books, and they were, I think the most I've paid for one was $14, and they're up $80 upwards now, which is ridiculous. I loved that folio that you made, Veronica. It's really, really nice. They are hard to tear into, aren't they, Brenda? They certainly are. World of Books, Veronica, is that where you got yours from? Okay. I don't know about that. I'm just really questioning it. So I'm just wondering, I think I'm getting a little bit tired as well. So my brain isn't working quite as well as I'd like. So I really would like to add, you know, like some top flips as well, and maybe even some bottom flips, and I'm thinking that I might utilize some of my coffee dyed envelopes throughout, try and keep it, you know, as a general theme going through. So I'm just having a bit of a look over here. I had some disasters with some of my coffee dyeing. Oh, these aren't disasters, they're cardstock, but some of my envelopes, because the gum comes off on the tablecloth, and if you don't get them when they're just still a little bit wet, they actually glue to the tablecloth, the plastic tablecloth. So these I couldn't obviously put in my shop, so I've cut them up, and this came off here, I think, so I thought this could be used as a pocket or something. But I mean, I'll stamp on this and use this as scraps, but this one, oh, that's right, they had the gummed bit there, so I could utilize that. These are all going to have to be side ones. So I had some mini envelopes, and I have no idea where they are, whether I've used them all up or not, because I thought they would be really good.
Becky's got a question for you, look.
Sue, do you leave your paper in a stack to dry? So it depends what I want. So look at this. This is just, I ended up, so what I was going to say is I ended up getting rid of that plastic tablecloth. So what I use is I use a flannel backed plastic tablecloth, and I get them from one of the cheap shops here in town. I actually think I've got one here. I'll grab it and I'll show you. What did I do with that? Sorry, I just grabbed it. So this is what I use on my table. So just a flannel backed tablecloth. And this one, oh, this one's actually a round one, I think. Okay, that's not great. Anyway, it's not going to suit my table, but that's okay. I just find these really good, and I just use them and use them and use them until they're just completely wrecked and you can't use them anymore. And these are only $3.99, I think. So pretty inexpensive, and they last quite a while. So what I do is I put this down on my table. If I want just really random coffee dyeing, say, see, I've used lace for all these, and these didn't turn out really well, but if I want just random plain coffee dyed paper, I will just lay a stack down neatly on the bottom row, and then I'll do about 3 layers, and I just randomly place them all over the place and I'll leave them to dry. If I'm wanting to get a really nice crisp lace imprint like these, see this, I still think that's quite nice. But if I want a nice lace imprint like this, I will just do 1 layer and then the plastic lace on top and let it dry. I have done a couple of layers, but you just don't ever get like a nice area that's fully printed. And I just like them to dry naturally. I just find that you get a better impression that way. So that's just how I do my coffee dyeing. And yes, I do. I get lots of disasters because I go like a bull at a gate and pull the paper out of the tray and end up ripping it, or I take it off the paper, off the plastic cloth, and it's not quite dry and it's stuck, and I rip it in half. So, but they're always good for using scrap bits and pieces. So I was just thinking, so I want some smaller envelopes. I'm thinking to, you know, do top flips and bottom flips. So, and I don't have any. I could make them, I guess, out of coffee dye paper, couldn't I? If I want to keep that sort of theme happening. So I might just even just make a few of those. Who would have thought, Vicky? Oh, I love you, Kath. Have a good night. I might give you a ring tomorrow. Are you going to be around? I've been coffee dyeing to restock my shop, so just thought I'd show you. So these are some really nice. And someone said the other day they can't stand the smell of the coffee dyed paper. So what I do is when I coffee dye them, I stick them in a, you know, those plastic shoe boxes. I don't know whether you've seen them, but I've got a lot of my things sorted out in those large plastic shoe boxes. So, and they've got the door at the front. So I put a nice cake of soap in there, and I put my coffee dye papers in there, and it takes away that smell. Because it just depends, I think, on the type of coffee that you use. So these are just a few of the ones that I've done. I got a really grungy colour because I use a metal pan, which I think I'm going to, it's nearly on the way out. Thank you, Mary. And I got some really grungy coloured ones this time. See, this is torn, but I'll use that to back on tags and that sort of thing. Yeah, so that's how I do mine anyway. So I'm just trying to find maybe a couple of sheets that I can make a couple of envelopes out of. So this is 11 inches, I think, isn't it? 11 and a half inches. So 5 and a half, 5 3/4. Okay, I'll give you a ring tomorrow, Kath. Yeah, I've been asked that quite a bit, Rhonda. I've actually been, whether a lot of you know that I normally don't do a video with anyone in the room. I don't like to do the videos with anyone in the room, and particularly Jim. I don't know why. It's just something silly to do with me. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I've actually put my big girl panties on lately, and he has been in the room while I've done a couple of videos. So I just figured, because the configuration of this house is so different to the other house, where I could shut the room and everyone could sort of access the rest of the house and they knew that I was doing a video, whereas here I'm sort of in the center of all the happenings. So Jim's not the best photographer though, are you, babe? It's pretty bloody hopeless, actually.
Jeez, don't hold back. Tell us what you really think.
Sorry.
You're not, you're laughing.
I might even actually ask Matt. He might do, so I can, it's just a bit hard to obviously hold the camera or prop the camera somewhere and show you how I do it. So, and I hate being on camera, so I'll have to just get him to show my hands. Oh, okay, Mary. So, Mary, are you on our Facebook group? If you're not and you'd like to join, I can just put the link here for you. We're actually having a napkin swap. We're organising a napkin swap, so that might be a good idea to join that. Yeah, so have you popped your name down? I'm sorry, I haven't caught up with everybody that's going into the napkin swap just at the moment. Or there's even the random act of kindness list there if you wanted to do it that way. So perfect. Oh dear. So anyway, yes, I will get onto that. I promise that I've got a list of videos that subbies have asked that they'd like to see. So I've just got to build up the courage to do it. And I promise I will do that in the not too distant future. So I'm just having a look here and seeing, so 3 by 3.5. So I just want some little envelopes. So 3 by 3.5. So what I might do is I might just make 2 little ones and see how they go. And I'm going to do it in 5 3/4 squared, I think. If I can find my cutter. Oh, thanks, Monica. It's we're only little, we're growing. I think we're up to just over 90 members now, which is really lovely. But I just love how friendly everybody is, and they're happy to you know, to share what they're working on. And so I'm just thinking here. So I'm going to cut it this way so that I don't waste this long bit here. I can utilise that. And then I'm going to cut 2 squares at 5 3/4. Oops. Not sure what I'm doing here. I've just lost you all. Okay, there you go. You're back. Not a problem, Rhonda. So did I cut that 5 3/4? Just make sure that it's the right. Yep, okay. And okay, Mary, no worries, that sounds good. Yeah, so maybe just choose a couple of names. even if some of the newbies that don't have like a huge stash, I guess. I think, and like, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to sort of, if anyone don't have any napkins and would be interested in getting some, either join a napkin swap, or Mary's said she's happy to send a few out. So just yell out. Okay, what are we doing? 2 5/8. I'm hoping this paper isn't going to crack, because the coffee makes it nice and crackly. I don't know what happened then. Not even using the right tool. So, Edith Holden book, Eleanor, is that what you mean? Oh, happy to be of assistance, Veronica. Hey, Vicky. Just don't tell your husband where I live. Sorry, your husband or your partner. I'm just assuming there, aren't I? That's funny. We like to share. I'm just not pressing too hard with the scoring tool here. Okay, that's not too bad. I may as well do this one while I'm going. Soothing enabler. Yes, I have been told that before. And Vicky. All right, Veronica, well, just don't tell him where I live, hey? I don't want him hunting me down. They're such a good value though, aren't they, those cards? That's the only thing with those Edith Holden booklets. I've got a couple and I don't use them that much because I feel guilty cutting into them because they're just so beautiful. Well, happy birthday to you, Veronica. Mine came pretty quickly. Well, I ordered them, so last Friday night live, I ordered them. And then they were here. They came yesterday. That was yesterday, wasn't the day before.
Day before. The
day before. So Wednesday. They were here on the Wednesday. So really quick. I'm just trimming this off a little bit. I can't find my corner punch, so I have to just use this one. No, he knows where I live. Oh no, Veronica, I'll have to shift again. Yeah, very true, Mary. I've got a Canon Eco Tank, and it's the best thing ever.
Ever?
Ever. It wasn't cheap to buy, and we bought it, I think, a couple of years ago now, and I've replaced the ink in it once, and I've just only, well, twice. I've only just topped it up for the second time, I think. And I do so much printing. Rhonda, I got mine originally from, I did find one, was lucky enough to find one in a op shop in town here. But the others I got from worldofbooks.com.au. But the thing is, I think they've worked out the value of them now, and they're just ridiculously priced. Good morning, Christine. How are you? No, the EcoTank is it's an inkjet still. It's not a laser printer, but it's great value for money. Like, it doesn't use up a lot of ink. I've printed thousands of pages. It's ridiculous the amount of pages that I've printed, and how far the ink goes, and the color is really good. The only thing is that it does struggle with vellum, but what I've found with vellum or tracing paper, I just put these little dots. Where are they? These little magic dots, so they're not permanent. They just, you can take them away so they don't leave residue on anything. You just rub them off. So I would put several of them along the bottom of a sheet of just copy paper, and then glue, then stick my tracing paper or vellum to the top of that, and it would feed through properly. I have used fabric through there before, so and same thing, you can buy the fabric paper, or you can iron it onto what do you call that, freezer paper, and it'll take it then. So you just gotta be a little bit gentle with it, but it's just, I mean, it works beautifully. It takes cardstock beautifully as well. Yeah, as I said, Brenda, the Canon EcoTank, it's not cheap. We got, because I use it a lot for the business as well, we got the one that was the newest, like top of the range. I think it was, and I think it was around about $700, which is a lot of money, and I really, really balked at paying that, and it stressed me out for a long time, but it's one of the best investments. It's paid for itself. It's, I couldn't recommend it any more than what I do already. So I'm just catching up with I got it. Yes, we did. We got it from Harvey Norman, Rhonda. It's I think it's Canon EcoTank G.
364
No.
4060.
4610.
Oh, 46.
It's a Canon EcoTank G4610. If you wanted to have a look.
In Australia, that's in Australia.
Yeah, Rhonda's in Australia. I just lost a little bit of the conversation here. I'm lost. Yes, G4610. That's right, Rhonda. Yeah. sometimes with some of the printers too, it's cheaper just to go and, which is really terrible,
put it
like,
over-
and that's
over
like
ink.
putting it all into landfill. It's cheaper just to go and buy another printer. The amount that the ink costs, it's ridiculous.
Office Works.
Monica's in,
Rhonda.
yeah, okay, I'm just trying to catch up here. I've lost. Mary, I'm so sorry. I think, yeah, I'm not sure, Rachel, whether they're compatible with iMacs. I'm really not sure. But Mary, I'm not sure. Like you're saying, can you lay on it to print a page?
Lay a book on it to print a page.
Oh, I think I need to go to bed. I'm picturing you, Mary, laying on top of the printer. Just,
Ask cheap photos.
oh, I think I'm losing the plot. Yes, you can. You can put. It's got. You can scan. It's got scanning bed and everything. So it's got everything. Lay off. So there you go, Mary. Lay a book on it. Sorry, I just pictured you laying on top of the printer. Rhonda Office Works. I probably could get them cheaper online, but I always leave it till the last minute. And
If you buy 3 of them,
you can buy them in a set
set
and
of
it's
3
cheaper. I mean, it's more
overall.
outlay, but it's cheaper overall.
but
Yeah.
if you don't use the inks,
Oh dear.
but if
I'm
you don't,
so sorry, Mary.
but if you don't use the inks fast enough, they just go off.
What do you mean they go off?
Well,
How
if
do
you
you
buy
know?
them in a set and you only use 3 colours, and it may take you a year or so to use the.
But I've had the big black one there. The big black one, it hasn't gone off. It still
Okay.
prints okay. Just ignore Jim. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I'm too busy laying on the
He's too busy
printer.
laying on the printer. Oh, Mary. I think I've lost the plot. I thought Kerry was telling me I had nice buns earlier on, and now I'm picturing Mary laying on the printer. It's all just going downhill, isn't it?
Oh, Vic.
I think I've lost the plot.
It's 2 minutes out, love.
Oh dear. I think I need another coffee. Can you make me another coffee?
Are we all happy to keep on going, or you want to call it a night?
It is hotting up, Eleanor, isn't it? It's getting a little bit out of control. Kerry was telling me that I had nice buns earlier on. Well, she wasn't, but that's what I read.
Did you have them on the printer? Did you?
I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I was taking pictures on the printer. Oh, boy. It's a worry, isn't it? Oh, dear. Anyway, not getting much work done here, am I? So, yeah, what's everyone up to for the weekend? I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping in the morning. Just some... What have I got to go and get? Oh, that's right. I need some dark blue cardstock and some baskets from Kmart. So they're necessary items that I need. And I'll just see, might see something else that I might just need. Just trying to find, here it is here. And I thought James and I might go out for coffee or something while we're out. We don't do that very often, so thought that might be nice. And then I'm hoping it's going to be a fine day because I really need to get more coffee dyeing done. And then Sunday I'm hoping to do a couple more videos, so that will be good. So all I've done here is I've just done a couple of, because what I want to do is I'd love to have some top flips as well. And I'm just thinking that like this goes all quite nicely with the whole colour that's going to go through it. I'm just wondering how bottom flip would have to have something there to sort of hold it closed, but that's okay. Like we could do bottom flip as well. I'll have a look. Yeah, you go through the yellow quickly, don't you? Especially if you like the vintage printables and that. It's you guys are getting up, Monica, and we're going to be thinking of heading to bed soon. So it's 10 o'clock at night here at the moment. So it's been a long day for me. I've been pretty busy. So you're going to car rally, Kerry? Okay. I might, babe, we're going to Spotlight tomorrow too. Just quickly, I'm going to try and find some thread for Kerry that I suggested.
What the?
Yeah, I'll have a look for you, Kerry. Thank you. Let's see what I can find. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, so I just thought, so these are just ones that I've coffee dyed, and I want to keep that sort of theme going through. So I'm just thinking, you know, what I need to do is be sticking these down now before I, probably before I paint the backside, the other side of this. So, unless I was wanting to use that as a tuck. See, that's the thing, because I'm going to be decorating the other side as well. I need to think about how I'm going to do it. You're half past a glass of wine time here. You'd think we'd been on the wine, wouldn't you? Okay, so put a disc, yep. True, yep, that's a good idea. So you're thinking maybe do two, so like do a top flip here and a bottom flip here. Might help if I fold this over. That's not a bad idea. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's nice, I like that. Emil, where's Charlie's Fabrics? Never heard of them. I like that idea, Diane. I like that. And so I can just decorate underneath there a bit and then have them flipping out like that. So I just have to have something here that just holds them both in place. Yep, I like that idea. Thank you.
Like a...
Just have a label or something.
Mm.
Or it like, yeah, like a disc, like Diane said. Oh, okay, yep, I know where it is now. Yeah, they could do. Okay, so round, yes, I know what you're saying now. Okay. All right, well now that's got me thinking. So I might utilise those somewhere else, because if I do those discs, I really need to be putting them in before I seal them up, don't I? It'll be easier. I mean, it's not impossible to do that. Okay, so let me just have a think. I really love that idea. So let me just have a look at the back here. So I think I'll probably just cover them over on the back. So if I put these in, if I glued these in now, it's really quite awkward to work on because you've got to try and... So if I glued these in now, I can still decorate this, can't I? And then I can just do... They're not exactly symmetrical, but that doesn't matter either, does it? Well, hand quilting thread should be all right, Kerry, because it's quite sturdy. Just double it over. So just so if I do, looking for a pencil. Yeah, the hand quilting thread would be waxed. It's just not as thick, that's all. So it should be all right. You could just use one layer, but I just, as a precaution, probably use double it over. That's just me. Thanks for popping in, Mary. It's been lovely having you here. I don't use mine often enough, Brenda. I should actually, because you know it's so good to be able to make your envelopes to match what you're working on. Okay, so I'm just going to work out. I think I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not overthinking it too much. Let's probably work out. That's about the center there. That will work out really well there. Okay, I'm just going to poke a hole in these for these discs. End up poking it through my finger. Does Charlene still own it though, Emil? Okay. So what am I going to use to do these discs though? I'm going to fold this up for a minute because I'm getting myself in a big tangled mess here. Oh, thanks, Kerry. I'll let Jim know that. Where's that piece of paper that I had trimmed off before? This one.
You're all in cahoots together.
We are.
It's called sewing room now.
Never know. These are, I think, this one's going to be too big for that size envelope. So, and then I've only got this one in between. I need something in between these two. So this is an inch, and this would be half an inch. So I need a 3/4 inch punch, circle punch. Okay, sorry guys, I think I just knocked the camera. These are probably, oh, they'll do. I'm just going to glue these together. We'll have to swap them for a day. Punch out a heap of circles. So what brand's your 3/4 inch one? There you go. Lincraft had the 1 inch ones. Going to probably not dig a hole in it with my pencil, that won't work real well. I'm not very good at this. I end up doing myself an injury. That's a good idea, Brenda. See, you girls have got so many good ideas. Oh, I will, Rhonda. That's my next step. But this one I've glued wobbly, but anyway, I'm not going to stress about it. So just so I don't disappoint you, Rhonda, here we go. I'm inking. Where's the other one? Here. There you go, done. Sometimes I do forget actually to ink things, and you know, it doesn't worry me as much. I mean, I used to always had to ink every single piece. Yeah, I should look at Stampin' Up actually, see if there's a Stampin' Up rep in Toowoomba. They'd probably have a, I love their stamps. They're just so sturdy and can't go wrong. See if they've got a 3/4 inch. I just need to find some string or something. So I don't want anything too, this is too thick. I have just found this tiny little piece, but I don't know whether that's going to be enough. Just having a look in my stash in there.
Can you put a folder underneath that folder? In the middle?
What do you mean a folder?
A envelope halfway between under the two?
For what? I don't know what you mean, but
A third one underneath them. So
on
put
the
another
page
one,
here.
in there.
Oh, possibly, but I'm putting this putting this on, and then I'll decorate the page. You know what we're going to do too? I told Jim that we're going to get him crafting one Friday night live as well. I don't think he's too happy about it, but he's going to do it.
You'd be able to chicken birdie, 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 birdie.
Oh, they only have dies, okay. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I just need to find a decent amount of fine string, really.
What about Surrey silk?
No, it's too thick. I used to have the I don't know, I'm going to have to look. We might have to look for some of that too. Stampin' Up! Used to have a really nice, fine linen thread. It was sort of like this thickness, and it was in that neutral colour, and I used to have some of that, but I've run out of it. So I'm probably not... Where'd my circles go now? Here. So I will try and find... because this is way too thick. That jute's just way too thick. I'll try and find something this thickness, I think. Which side am I doing it? This way? Oh, that's so cute. How good is that that's worked out perfectly in the center of that. Thank you so much. I think it was Diane that suggested this. I love that. So I just need to find some string, some nice... I've got lots of DMC thread there, but it's probably too soft, I'm thinking. So I will finish that off next week or during the week, or depending on what I get done. Yeah, I don't understand it, Rhonda. All the good stuff they delete, you know, it's just it's the same as Tim Holtz and his 12-inch papers that they're deleting, you know. Why? I don't understand. Don't understand. Cream and white crochet cotton. You can spray it any kind. That's true. I've got some of that somewhere. It's probably in the storage shed, actually. I think it's in the storage shed. Okay. Well, we're going to Spotlight anyway. I can get a ball of neutral tomorrow. Okay. Well, ladies, I am a little bit tired, and I just can't even... It doesn't look like I've got much done, but I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I've done the front cover, which I think turned out quite nice. And then we've done, so this will be a flip out, and we'll decorate this and make some tags and cards as we go. As I said, I may, if I get a chance, I may work on some of this off camera, or I may even just create with me, do a create with me video. I'll see how I go. And then, so we did this one, and it's got the tuck here. It looks really good. And then the great idea from Diane to do the top and bottom, and then do the disc closure. So I will just find some brads to go in there, or yeah, I think I'll add it with brads.
But that'll make the
No, I might,
envelope too short.
Yeah, no, I might. I'll do it with eyelets, I think. Now that I've, yeah, okay, I need to rethink that. But that's a great idea. That's what I'm going to do there. So
keep an eye out for the videos coming out in the next couple of days.
Yes, I'll have videos coming out of the, I think Veronica was keen to see it, of the gift I made for Vicky. So the first one will go up tomorrow. Who won, Jan? Okay, I'll check out the Thread Studio. I just got to wait and see who won, because Katie loves the Broncos. And Jim always pays out on her.
I love the Roosters.
And you love the Roosters, do you?
Yeah. So
I hope you've all enjoyed tonight. I really look forward to these Friday nights. Really enjoy them. And as I said, I'll keep you informed as to whether it's, if my friends are coming up next weekend, it will be Thursday night because they're getting here on Friday. If they're not coming, I'll probably just keep it Friday. So thanks, Eleanor. Yeah, I think we're all heading off to bed soon, hey? Oh, Christine, we wish we had like Hobby Lobby and all that here.
Oh.
Joanne's and that. That'd be great. We'll swap you. You can have Kmart and we'll have the others.
Oh, what's that journal place? Typo?
We've got Typo here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's equivalent to their Hobby
Well,
Lobby.
they've... No, it's not.
Oh,
No, God. Typo's been... Broncos did jam. Oh,
no.
You're in trouble, Jim. Katie is gonna...
She's gonna
She
hammer
is going to, yep, she is going to tease you so much. Night, Kerry. Thanks, Veronica. So I think they won by 1 point. No, the Roosters won.
Yeah. Yee-hee!
Oh, there's going to be some mayhem in this house now for the next week. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to head off to bed myself too. Thank you so much, Vicky, for helping me out again. And thanks, everyone, for joining in. I really enjoy catching up with you all. Take care, and I'll see you guys in a video coming up soon. See ya.